Hey everyone, have you ever felt that sting of sadness when scrolling through your social media feed? You see someone's perfect vacation, their new promotion, or their amazing talents, and suddenly your own life feels a little less shiny. It's a feeling we all know too well. The biggest pain in life often comes from this constant comparison game. It can leave us feeling hopeless, making us completely overlook the incredible gifts we already have. Let me tell you a story about a young man named Ethan. Ethan was kind, hardworking, and had a heart of gold. But he was trapped in a cycle of comparison. He'd look at his friend's quick wit and feel slow. He'd see someone else's family wealth and feel poor. He'd watch others succeed and feel like a failure. This constant comparison stole his joy and made it impossible for him to focus on his own path. He was always looking left and right, but never looking forward. One sunny afternoon, feeling particularly down, Ethan went to visit his Grandpa Joe. Grandpa Joe was a man full of wisdom with eyes that saw beyond the surface. He listened patiently as Ethan poured out his frustrations. When Ethan was done, Grandpa Joe simply smiled and said, "Come, let's take a walk in the forest." As they walked among the towering trees, Grandpa Joe stopped and pointed to an apple tree and a coconut tree. "Look, Ethan," he said. "The apple tree is wonderful for its juicy apples, and the coconut tree is prized for its refreshing water. Do you think the apple tree ever looks at the coconut tree and feels sad because it can't grow coconuts? Or does the coconut tree wish it could produce apples?" Ethan shook his head. "No, I guess not," he replied. "Exactly," Grandpa Joe continued. "Each tree has its own unique strengths and purpose. They don't waste their energy comparing themselves to one another. They just focus on being the best tree they can be. People are the same way, Ethan. Each one of us has different, valuable strengths. You have your own." Grandpa Joe then shared another little story. "Imagine a fish," he said. "This fish spends its whole life watching birds soar through the sky. It tries with all its might to leap out of the water and fly, but every time it just flops back down, feeling like a complete failure. That fish will always feel inadequate if it keeps trying to be a bird. But what if that fish stopped looking up and started looking around? What if it focused on swimming, on exploring the vast, beautiful ocean? It could become the master of its own world, navigating currents and discovering hidden wonders no bird could ever see." Something clicked for Ethan. He suddenly saw it so clearly. He had been that fish trying to fly. He was so busy trying to be like everyone else that he had forgotten how to swim in his own ocean. He realized that comparing himself to others only brought him pain and distracted him from his own journey. It was like trying to run someone else's race in their shoes on their track. From that day on, Ethan's perspective shifted. He stopped scrolling through other people's highlight reels and started creating his own. He focused on his own talents, his passion for building things, and his dedicated work ethic. Slowly but surely, his confidence returned. He wasn't just happier, he was more focused, more driven, and more creative than ever before. He poured all that energy he once wasted on comparison into his own projects. Years later, Ethan built a successful business from the ground up. He became an inspiration in his community, not because he was better than anyone else, but because he had fully embraced who he was. He found his own path and walked it with pride. The lesson here is simple, but so powerful. Never compare yourself to others. Your journey is not their journey. Your strengths are not their strengths. Find your own path, discover your unique talents, and walk your road in your own way. That is where you'll find true happiness and success. You are not behind, and you are not ahead. You are exactly where you need to be. Just focus on your next step. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please give this video a like and subscribe for more content. Remember to be kind to yourself. We'll see you in the next one.